we're going to look at the task 4F in the similar but different. Well, actually we're going to look at three tasks. I'm going to break it into three stages because it's actually in three stages in the similar but different. But in fact what we've got to do in this 4F is get to this point. So what the task is actually creating a report that shows details for any outlet which has failed 2 or more inspections. Let's look at the end and see what we're actually aiming for. So what we're trying to get to is this. So this is the report. So for each outlet that's failed 2 or more inspections, we want the outlet name, the inspection date, i.e. the inspection is failed, and the inspection name. And you can see that in the test data we've been given, we've only got 2 outlets that meet that criteria. However, to make it easier and similar but different, what we've been given is the whole thing's broken into 3 tasks. And the reason for this is that you can't just create the report straight off. You need to use 2 queries, and then you base the report on the 2 queries. Let's look at the first query and then we'll explain or see what's actually happening, why we need these queries. So the first thing is we need a report that shows details for each outlet that's failed 2 or more inspections. The first query will select just those outlets which have failed 2 or more inspections. So all we want from this query basically is the outlet codes. And we need to do and the instructions are given in the similar but different. What we need to have is another one of these total queries. Let's go into Access. So I'm going to create a query. So I'm going to go to Create. I'm going to go to Query Design. Now the details from the 3 tables, I want the inspection visits table. I only want the details from that, because basically what I want to do is find out from the inspection visits. This is a list of every inspection for every outlet. I just want to select those inspections first of all that have been failed, and then I just want to select outlets where they've actually failed 2 or more inspections. I need the outlet code because that's basically the information we want from this query. I need the field pass because that's going to tell us whether the inspection's been passed or not. And we need the inspection ID because we're going to actually use that to count how many rows this query is going to recover. As we did in the previous tutorial, we need the total, so it's a total query. It's going to be a summary of the information in this table, inspection visits. So let's click on that. And what we get is, when we press on the totals, is we get this extra row appears down the bottom here. Outlet code, inspection visit. I want that group by, so I'm going to leave that. Pass, the field pass, I don't actually want to show it, but the criteria, I want to select just those rows in the table where pass is no. You can actually type in the criteria either the word no or false. Because it's a yes/no field, any of those will work. So if I put in no, this should work. This will just select those where the value in this pass field is no. And I need to change, it's not group by, the criteria for this field is going to be where. So basically the query is going to select rows where pass is equal to no, and I need to sort of do a little bit of a fiddle here. I'm going to count the inspection IDs. Now in a in a totals query, you can use count to give you summary totals, like subtotals if you like. In this particular case we're not interested in the total, but we are interested in selecting the number of rows, in other words the number of failed inspection visits that's either greater than or equal to 2. In other words, what this is going to give us is select just those rows for those outlets where the inspection visits failed, it's no, and it's just going to select those outlets where there are 2 or more of those rows. Let's run it and see what we get. Okay, and we've actually got just 2 outlets that fit the criteria. 929, which has had 3 failed inspections, and 1029, which has had 2, which is correct.